everyone. I want to welcome my clear coder, Mayra, to our clear code call. Welcome, Mayra. Mayra is an accountant studying for her CPA license and a dog mom that likes to stay active by working out and hiking in the summer, which I also love. And today we're here to chat about her journey on the clear code. So welcome again, Mayra.
Thank you. I'm glad
so
to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm so happy to have you. So first things first, tell us a little bit about your acne journey. When did you first start breaking out? All the things. Take us back.
I started breaking out when I was a junior in high school. And I remember that I started breaking out like around my chin area, and it was like minimal. It wasn't like cystic. I didn't really pay too much attention to it. But then as time went on, I started breaking out more like around like my cheek area. And it did start getting a little bit concerning because it wouldn't go away. And then I tried to stay away as much as I could from like going to the dermatologist, because the friends that did have acne, they would give me like their feedback whenever they went and they were put on topicals or medication, like oral medication. It would cause them to flare up and make it worse. So yeah, I started having acne at a really young age. I would say like 15, 16.
And then when did you find me?
So I obviously, like everybody else, I would say we all go like on Google and on YouTube. I think I started following you maybe like 5 or plus years ago.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah, because I was trying to find a solution to try to make my acne better. And I saw that you have YouTube videos on like things to, eat to lower the inflammation and, all the tips and, small tricks we could do at home.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And so then I know we started working together. It was basically last spring, right? Last spring, summer. What made you say, wait a minute, I think I just need to join the clear code? What was going on for you at the time?
I had actually more background on like my acne. I did go to the dermatologist and he did prescribe me doxycycline when I was in high school. I was on it for a couple months and then was clear for like a year or so. I went on Accutane twice actually in college, and I had to go off of it because of the side effects that I was having. And I did work with someone that takes a holistic approach, after Accutane, but it was more focused on like supplements and like skincare.
Mm-hmm.
And that worked for like a year until it stopped working. And I was like, there's something else that I have not, worked on. And I was thinking food.
Mm-hmm.
And that is something that you focus on. So I was like telling myself, you know what? I'm just going to make this investment in myself. And I don't regret it. I am so happy that I went for it, honestly.
Oh, that makes me so happy. What was like when you joined the clear code? Because I remember all of this very clearly. And I remember you were nervous and scared. I think you might have said like, I'm trusting my life with you, Jill, or something.
Yeah. Yes, because like I said, like I had worked with somebody else before. I was honestly taking like 5 or 6 different supplements. I was never told why. I was just given a list. Take these. I was given like a 5-step routine for my skincare. And, I was thinking like, why did it only work for a period of time and then it stopped working? I'm on the same routine. So when I found you, honestly, you have such like an inviting energy when I first had our call, and you listened and you made me feel safe. So I will be completely honest with you. I
love it.
I was like, I am going to try this. This is the last thing that I do.
Okay.
I was like, this is the last thing that I do. If not, I'm just going to go on birth control because, it's helped so many of my friends. And I was like, you know what? I just want to give it one more chance and look if food is like the thing that's, triggering my acne.
Okay, so I was your last ditch attempt.
Yeah, you really were, but I just, I'm so happy that I decided to go for it because I've learned so much, honestly.
He's so happy. What do you feel like the top 3 things that you've learned have been, or even the top 1 to 2 things that you've learned have been?
I would say I learned the why. I've learned the why these supplements, like now, because you explained it to me, and you have so many modules where you go in detail of that.
Yeah.
Where, I didn't have that before.
Yeah.
So I would say knowledge. I have knowledge of now, like why this is happening. And now I feel like I have more control over it because I have now like a step by step. Okay, well, I haven't been doing this. I haven't been doing this. So this is not reflecting on my skin. I would say that's like the major thing.
What were your top triggers, Mayra? What was your 1 to 2 top triggers? I know them, but
I say blood sugar management
Yep.
and digestion.
Yeah. And then like a little side of stress, cortisol stuff, like gets added on top, which is super common for a lot of us. I find that stress management is like the straw that breaks the camel's back for a lot of hormonal and blood sugar stuff. Cause like if you're already spiking and troughing your blood sugar up and down a lot, and then you're super stressed, it adds cortisol and epinephrine to the mix. And then like everything kind of falls apart a little bit.
Yeah. I agree.
I was your last ditch attempt. So when you joined the Clear Code, what did you notice first, or what were some of the things that you noticed when you joined the community of the Clear Code per se?
I love that you have a Facebook group because we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
Obviously there's other girls that are more advanced and, they're clear, and there's others that are beginning just like me.
Yes.
So I'm not going to lie. I used to like, how we can upload like the pictures and stuff like that. Yeah. And I would see their progress and that would give me hope and it made me feel safe.
Yeah.
So I love that about this program, honestly. And obviously your support, checking in with you. You have weekly calls. You look at our skin, every single week. And that made me feel like safe. It made me feel safe.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. What was the best, or what was the thing that maybe you've learned the most about in the program, Mayra? Like the most like aha stuff that you now implement every day?
I would say like having like control. Like now I feel like I have control. Like now I feel like, having a good balanced breakfast is going to be good for me. And also eating 2 to 3 hours, even something small or like a fruit or, almonds. And I would say that.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're eating more? How do you feel like you're eating compared to before the Clear Code? What about your like eating routines have changed the most, would you say?
I would say before the Clear Code, I like to stay active. So I like to watch like the food that I eat.
Yeah.
But I also like learned that there are certain foods that do affect me, like, and they reflect on my skin. So I didn't really have to change a lot of things. I just needed to eat those things that I enjoy in moderation.
Like what? What's like one of your faves?
Like I would say I love like sweet bread, like bread. I love bread, fried foods here and there. Yeah. And obviously in moderation. Yeah. I think it's fine. It's never, affected me so much. I used to think that like alcohol was the trigger of like my acne, but now I celebrated my birthday and I had a couple of drinks with my friends and I was fine.
Amazing.
That was fine.
What would you tell yourself like before, like if you could go back in time, what would you tell like your teenage self or even a few years ago about healing your acne? Any words of advice?
I would say that to not lose hope because I feel like it does take such a huge toll on your mental like health.
Yeah.
Because like when I was in college, I had really bad like cystic acne, and I was losing hope. And that's why I went on Accutane. I'm like, I just want to solve this now. But there is hope, and there are people like you that approach the situation in a holistic way where you see the results, like lifelong. Like forever, like you're in control now and you can make things better for yourself. But it does get better. I would say just like not lose hope. Yeah.
I love that. Love that. What would you say is like the number one thing that's come out of it? Would it be that element of like control and or confidence for you?
I would say knowledge. I feel like when I worked pie with like the other person, it was just messaging me, going back and forth. It wasn't really like, we're doing this approach now because of this. You're taking saw palmetto because of this, but now because you have modules literally for every single thing, I feel like now I have the knowledge of understanding why I'm breaking out. When before, like I would break out and I'm like, oh my God, this thing that I'm doing right now is not working. And then I would just stop everything and like change my diet to just be the simplest diet. But now if I have a flare up or anything, I'm going through my list. I'm like, okay, well, I'm in this phase of my menstrual cycle. Or, I haven't been following my step-by-step of, staying clear. So I would say my number one is knowledge.
I love that. That's actually my main goal. I really want to give you guys, like, I could tell you all why you're breaking out, right? Which I obviously kind of do at the beginning, but I more want you to know how to manage your skin over time without me so that you're like on a beach and your skin is completely clear and you know exactly why and you don't need me anymore. That's my ideal world, to be honest.
Yes.
Okay, well, I don't have any more questions, but is there anything that I left out or anything that you wanted to comment on, Mayra? No pressure.
I would just say thank you so much for like everything that you do for all of us. I really appreciate you taking the time to, look at our stuff every single week and making us feel safe. I feel like your energy has always been like making us feel safe and sharing all the knowledge that you have with us. And I appreciate that a lot. Yeah.
I'm so happy to hear that, Mayra. I know when you came to me, I distinctly remember your like almost panic about your skin, like, and I could feel it through the phone, right? And I can always feel people's where they are emotionally, right, when it comes to their skin. And I always tell people if I can't help them because I always know if I can or can't. And I remember seeing you and your skin and being like, oh, I'm going to hook you up, Mayra. You're going to be good.
Yeah.
But you were like, are you sure? For sure. It's not really my job necessarily to like convince you, right? If I know I can help, my goal is to make you feel safe enough to know that you can trust me, right? So it's really good to hear that that has been created because it's not something you can manufacture easily. And it's also important that you feel that first, right? Like I'll never say to someone like, join the program now, right? I'm always kind of like, if you think it's a good fit, I would love to have you. But I remember being like, Mayra, I got you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like, are you sure though?
Yes, but you made me feel safe and you made me feel like you could help me. And you did. And I'm so happy.
Good.
I'm so happy to have made that investment in this program because I've learned so much along the way.
Well, I'm so happy. And I'm also so happy that we're basically working on scarring for you and just like, it's the fun part of acne clearing. So thank you so much for being here, Mayra, and doing this. And I'm so happy to see all the amazing results that you've had for your skin.
Thank you.